Hey guys, it's Megan. Today I want to talk to you guys about follow-up because seriously, the fortune is really in the follow-up, and everything about being successful in this business is about following up. Okay. I was recently at a Danny Johnson training, and she said that the average person says no 7 times before they say yes. So it might not always be a no to you. It might not always be a no about Beachbody or Shakeology or anything specific. It might be a no to their doctor, they're not ready. It might be a no to one of your groups. But you guys have to continue following up. And it's not about just sending things about the challenge groups. It's not about, so what do you think about the challenge group? Are you ready to join us? Like, those aren't the things that make us human, right? Ask them about their day. Stay present in their life. Be a person who's adding value to them, because when you stay relevant in their life and they see you constantly showing up for them and supporting them and helping them, when they are ready to say yes, they're going to remember to come back to you. Okay? So there's a couple tips that I want to share with you. The first tip that I want to share is that we don't work this business when it's convenient. I was actually up really late last night with a sick kiddo. Our 5-year-old is sick. I wanted nothing more than to have a lazy day this morning, but I was up and I sent my follow-ups and I checked into my groups, and I'm making this video for you guys because this business is so important to me. My why is so strong and so deep to be able to create an income to stay home with our kids, to help eliminate debt. Like, our why, my why is so strong that, like, I haven't even had coffee yet, and it's like noon. I've had a sick kid. I've got a baby who's crying and needed to go down for a nap. My husband has a luncheon for a nonprofit board that he's on today, and I had to make a big fruit platter. Life happens. Life gets in the way. I had to be a wife and a mom this morning, but now I'm ready to coach. Now I'm ready to plug in. Now I'm ready to work because it's so important to me. You guys, it's not about spending hours and hours and hours doing it, but it is about consistency. So that's tip number 1. While we're talking about follow-up, tip number 1 is consistency. You have to be showing up every day on social media, in your newsfeed, as comments or likes or supportive gestures, supportive comments to your friends, to your challengers, to your family, to the people that you're talking to and building a relationship with. So tip 1 is stay consistent. Tip 2 is figure out a tracking system that works for you. I am old school, pen and paper. Some people use Excel, some people use other forms, like Beachbody has forms. Whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. Some people use like note cards, and they put them in, like one of those photo boxes that keeps all the cards so they can keep them alphabetized and make it easy. It does not matter how you keep track, but please keep track. I used to not do it. I used to think that I've got it all up here. I didn't. Whoops. Seriously, like, I would forget. I'd have to go back and look through messages, which took extra time that I did not have. Okay? I don't want to be spending time reading through old messages to figure out how many times I've talked to them or what I invited them to. I'd much rather look at my paper, my log that I'm using, and refresh my memory. Okay? So tip 1 was consistency. Tip 2 is make sure you have some form of follow-up. And tip 3, I'm going to say is, I guess it's more about perseverance. I think it's hard to hear the word no. It's hard to hear that somebody's not ready. And so that's your own stuff, right? When you want to give up or when you don't want to bug them, that's okay. Just be human. Just talk about, their kids, their family, the trip they just took. It's summer's coming up, whatever it might be. But be human first. We don't need to put the business above being human. I think the relationship part is really important. So tip 1, consistency. Tip 2, keep things tracked. Tip 3, be human and stay relevant in their life. And tip 4 is you do not have to invent the wheel every time. We have scripts. Have you guys found the scripts yet? Seriously, we will make sure that you have the scripts. Easiest thing in the world. Cut and paste, personalize it, hit send, done. So freaking easy. You don't have to sit there and craft a super long message. You don't have to sit there and craft something that's going to take you 10 minutes per message to not come off salesy, but show interest and follow up on their family and everything that you want to do. We've got scripts, so make sure that you know where those are. Save them to your desktop. It's always open. I just have it like minimized at the bottom of my toolbar. And simplify things for yourself. Make things work for yourself. But above all, following up is so important, okay? Don't get discouraged if they say no. Remember, the average person says no 7 times before they say yes, okay? So today what I'd like you to do is actually go through, and if you haven't heard from somebody in more than 3 days, I want you to send a message to them that has nothing to do with Beachbody and something that's very relevant to their life. Whether it's what they did over the weekend, whether it's a trip they have coming up, whether they've posted something about their kids. Go look on their Facebook page, figure out what's going on in their life in the last couple of days, shoot them a message to say hi, and just get that natural conversation going, okay? So that's the tip that I'd like you guys to go, the homework that I'd like you guys to go do right now. All right, bye guys.